Hi guys, I'm Lenn Woolston, sci-fi fantasy writer, blogger, and nerd, and thanks for checking out my channel today. So if you're watching this, chances are that you've kind of been toying with the idea of doing your own AuthorTube or BookTube or just YouTube channel in general. And what's really holding you back is just that fear of actually being on camera. And I can tell you that was a huge fear of mine. I had wanted to start my channel like over a year ago, but I had this crippling fear of not feeling confident that I could actually do it. So I'm here today to be sharing my tips and tricks on how to gain confidence on camera. And I've got 7 of them, so here we go. Number 1, do your research. There's nothing more embarrassing than being able to speak in front of a camera or speak in front of a group of people and you think you know what you're talking about and you're going about it and everything's going okay until you say a fact or some kind of statistic and then you start questioning whether or not you got that right and then it comes across. So definitely do your research before you go to present any topic onto the camera or to an audience of any sort, because having that confidence comes from that you know what you are talking about. You become the subject matter expert when it comes to whatever you're talking about. So doing your research ahead of time minimizes that self-doubt that may creep up in the middle of you giving your presentation. Tip number 2, embrace imperfection. Guys, I can't minimize how much of just in my own personal journey I've had to embrace imperfection. I have gone through so many of my videos and I just have seen that there are a lot of mistakes that I have personally made. And that's something as a creator, especially on YouTube, in front of the camera, in front of an audience, is you're gonna have to just embrace the fact that you're gonna make mistakes. And you know what? It's okay. That shouldn't stop you from doing what you're passionate about. I know for me personally that when I kind of look back on my old videos and everything, and you know, I haven't even been doing it that long compared to other people, but I can already see that I've had growth, and it's because I was able to embrace the fact that, you know what, it's never going to be perfect, and that's totally okay. So just embrace the process of you trying to discover kind of who you are on YouTube or on front of an audience, in front of a camera, and know that there are going to be mistakes along the way, and that's okay. Embrace them so that you can learn from them and grow from there. Tip number 3, be consistent. This is also really important because as you gain an audience, they're going to expect and actually look forward to and anticipate your content. So being consistent is great because it does grow your audience and your following, but at the same time, it allows you that practice that you're going to need. You hear that all the time, practice, 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 and that definitely does help. And you'll see that the more that you're in front of the camera, the more that you expose yourself to that opportunity to speak in front of a camera, that you'll become almost acquainted with it, like as if it's a friend. Because it can be such a foreign thing to be looking at a camera and you're spilling out all your thoughts and ideas and feelings, but then not having that personal reaction that you get from actually speaking with people. So definitely be consistent because it provides you that ability to just practice your technique and practice speaking in front of the camera, in which you'll gain more confidence from. Number 4, get inspired by others. Now, I understand that when it comes to wanting to really stand out and grow your following and everything, that it can almost feel like a competition, but don't let it be. Instead of using it as, oh, you gotta know who your competition is, get inspired by other people. Are there certain people that you watch even on TV or in movies or people that are doing interviews or on YouTube, and you just say, gosh, I really enjoy watching them? And start to question that. What is it about that person that makes you want to be like them? And you'll kind of see maybe it's their funny wit. Maybe it is their confidence. Maybe it's something that is just unique about them that you want to emulate yourself. So definitely look to people that you enjoy watching and kind of get inspired by them. Don't be focused on it being such a competition, but rather just see, okay, well, what are they doing? Is it the way that they speak? Or is it, again, just like they're super funny and you're like, okay, I wish I could be funny like that. And use that as motivation to be inspired to what you can bring to the table. Because being able to look to other people to have an inspiration is really what's going to make you want to get better every single time. Number 5, find your method. Look, the way you go about producing your content is going to be very different, and it's going to be very you specific. If it's not, then it should be. Because if you're trying to adopt what works for somebody else and it's just you're finding that you're just like so frustrated and it feels like you're just smacking your head against the wall, then guess what? That method just isn't for you, and that's totally fine. So what am I talking about exactly? There are some people that make their content based on like an outline, that they have it all, kind of like their bullet points and everything that they go through. There are some people that do actual scripts for all of their videos and they're just reading their script as they're filming. There are some people who just do improv. There are also different ways that you can go about recording your material. Some of us like to do just small little clips that we just film and then we kind of piece together. Others of us will just record a one long session and then just edit out all of what we think is necessary. But find your method and play around with it. What you might think was not going to work for you might actually will. And so you want to give it a try, but find your method and stick with it, because you'll find that your confidence shines through and you won't be so frustrated and you'll feel like you're being more of you. Number 6, find your tribe. I cannot emphasize this enough, that it is important to surround yourself with people that are kind of sharing that same experience with you, that know what it's like. I can tell you that for me personally, connecting with other author tubers and booktubers has been great, because we're able to kind of just vent about all of the process that it is, what goes behind the scenes and everything. You can also just lean to those people that understand what it's like to have a whole video created and then something happens in the gods of the interweb where you just lose it all. There's something that just gives you hope and peace by being able to say that, gosh, I've done this, and then all these other people are like, yeah, I know exactly what that's like. That happened to me last week. So finding your tribe is great, because you can also just lean on them for support, like I said, but then you can also collab with the people. You can also be able to share ideas and everything, and that's what is so great about the writing community. And so if you are starting your own channel where you are an author and you're just looking to kind of share your experience, or you just really like reading and you want to just be sharing what you're reading about and kind of book reviews, then definitely search under the hashtag AuthorTube and hashtag BookTube, because you'll see that there are lots of other people and we would love for you to join the community. And lastly, number 7, be yourself. Be unashamed of who you are. And I know that's really hard, because you're thinking that you have to be somebody on camera that has it all together. But you know what? If you don't, that's okay. As long as you are staying true to who you are, don't try to be somebody else. I talked about like getting inspiration from other people, but don't try to just be this carbon copy of who that person is that you're looking up to. You need to be you, because you are the only person that can bring you to the world, and your voice and your story is what's really going to set you apart, because you are you. You are unique, and so bring that to the table. I often look at people who do have that like incredible wit, and they're so funny, and it's just contagious to be around. But I know that like I don't have that. I'm not that funny. And I am actually super awkward in person, and sometimes that comes across on screen. But you know what? That's who I am. That's just who I am. And so I've kind of embraced that, and that's something that actually helped me with my channel, is to just be more focused on being me, because I know that the right people will follow me, and that's what you need to do for you, because you're gonna find that you just get frustrated and burnt out when you're trying to be this image of somebody that's not you. So staying true to yourself will definitely make you feel confident, and you'll feel like you are just going to be able to project who you are onto the camera, and people are going to fall in love with the realness that is you. So there you have it. Those are my advice, tips, and tricks to you to get that confidence that you need so that you can gain confidence on being on camera. If you have a YouTube channel of your own that you would love to share, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. If you don't and you're finding that you don't want to start your own channel, I want to know what makes you feel confident about who you are. Go ahead and drop that in the comment section below. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. If this is your first time here, just want to say again, thanks for checking out my channel. If you liked this video, go ahead and show your support by giving it a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of my videos that I post on Fridays. And with that, until next video, bye!